Family Force 5 is an American Christian rock band from Atlanta, Georgia. The band was formed in 1993 by brothers Solomon "Soul" Glow Activatur, Joshua Fatty, and Jacob Crouton Olds. The group has released 5 studio albums, 9 EPs, and 2 remix albums. They are often noted for their raucous, party-centric personae and eclectic mix of genres, ranging from rap metal to dance pop. Early history and the Family Force 5 was formed in Atlanta, Georgia. 3 of the 5 original members, Solomon, and twins Joshua and Jacob Olds, are sons of Jerome Olds, a Christian artist popular in the late 1980s. Prior to the formation of Family Force 5, the brothers were members of a boy band known as the Brothers, releasing Fact and Reality and RPM. Both albums were released on Star Song Records, and produced by their father. In the time between the names The Brothers and Family Force 5, the siblings had a band called Ground Noise, which they classified as a really bad version of Third Day. Next, the 3 brothers added Derek Mount and Nathan "Nate" Curran. Before the band chose the name Family Force 5, they used the name The Family, but were forced to change it later due to copyright issues with Prince's band, The Family. A decade later, the band signed with Maverick Records for distribution to the mainstream market before signing to Go-T Records for the Christian market. Under the name The Family, the band sought a dual recording deal to better distribute their music to both the mainstream and Christian markets. According to Solomon Olds, "To me, and pretty much anybody that's under my age, most Christian music is a turn-off. I don't want to be affiliated with that. I want to be affiliated with something that is great music. I feel that Maverick and Go-T together can pull that off." Family Force 5 and mainstream success. On March 21, 2006, the band released their first full-length album Business Up Front Party in the Back, which was an instant hit in both the Christian and mainstream markets, spawning several hit singles such as Love Addict and Earthquake. Both of these songs, like many others on the album, are heavily focused around the guitar. Their debut album has been both disparaged and praised by Christian and non-Christian critics respectively for not containing overtly Christian content in any of his tracks. In March 2007, their debut album was re-released as Business Up Front Party in the Back, Diamond Edition, which contains 3 previously unreleased songs. During this time, Family Force 5 contributed the song Mind's Eye for the compilation album Freaked, a Go-T tribute to DC Talk's Jesus Freak. For Christmas, Family Force 5 released a few Christmas-themed audio blogs. They also recorded Grandma, a cover of Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. Also, a new unreleased song entitled What You Gonna Do With It was added to the Hip Hop Hits 2008 record. Another previously unreleased song, Master of Disguise, was posted on YouTube. However, due to mixed fan reaction to the song, it was not slated for release at the time. Dance or Die. In June 2008, the band released an EP entitled Dance or Die EP to debut 3 songs from their upcoming album Dance or Die. On August 19, 2008, the full-length album was released, taking on a more club-oriented, electronic dance sound than Business Up Front Party in the Back with less guitar. The full-length album, Dance or Die, received a favorable review in World magazine. Blake Solomon of AbsolutePunk.net had the following to say about the album. Even though Family Force 5 may be the musical equivalent of mixing Mentos and Coke, lots of build-up for something that only ever happens one way, I find myself oddly pleased with Dance or Die. Dance or Die sold 17,000 copies in its first week and debuted at 30 on the Billboard 200. By the end of January, the album had sold over 50,000 units, and during early 2009 the band embarked on the AP tour from March to May, promoting the album and headlining concerts throughout the US. In December 2008, the band won the Best Christian Rock Artist, Best Crunk Rock Rap Artist and Best Rock Album for Dance or Die at the Rock on Request Awards. Dance or Die with a Vengeance and Christmas album. In May 2009, the band debuted their remix album of Dance or Die, Dance or Die with a Vengeance. It featured remixes by The Secret Handshake, 30H. 3, Danger Radio, Jason Rauch of Red, Matt Thiessen of Reliant K, David Crowder of David Crowder Band, Alex Suarez of Cobra Starship, and more. The album debuted at number 180 on the Billboard 200, number 15 on the Christian Albums chart and number 6 on the Dance Electronic Albums chart. Around this time, Solomon Olds created a remix of the song Best Night of Our Lives by Everyday Sunday. On September 5, the band unveiled a new song called Keep the Party Alive, which was featured on an EP, titled Keep the Party Alive EP. The EP was released exclusively at Target to promote the Halloween-themed Sklenimals on September 15. Other tracks on the EP include 3 songs from Dance or Die with a Vengeance, 2 songs from Dance or Die, and 2 music videos. Next, the band embarked on their third Dance Raw Dance tour, along with Breathe Carolina, Cash Cash, Queen's Club, and I Rival. On October 6, the band released a Christmas album titled Family Force 5 Christmas Pageant, containing 10 tracks including their own version of My Favorite Things. The album debuted at number 14 on the US dance charts. In mid-November 2009, the band hit the road on the Christmas Pageant tour. On this tour was House of Heroes, Remedy Drive, and All Left Out. On the tour they performed their versions of Christmas classics as well as their very own originals. On November 30 it was announced by lead singer Soul Glow Activatur's Twitter that Joshua had been admitted to the ICU of a local hospital and that a kidney specialist had been called in after his condition deteriorated. Later it was confirmed that he was suffering from kidney failure and that he was undergoing dialysis treatment. The band at first vowed to continue the current tour they were on, the Christmas Pageant tour, so as not to disappoint fans. However, as Joshua's condition worsened, the band cancelled a few shows, but then made a return for the rest of the tour. Joshua made a full recovery and is back to playing shows. 3. In January 2010 the band toured Australia and New Zealand, playing shows for the Parachute Music Festival and its Australian offshoots. In February 2010, they toured with Cobra Starship in the United Kingdom. In March and April 2010, they were part of the lineup of the Rock and Worship Roadshow with Mercy Me, David Crowder Band, Francesca Battistelli, Fee, Remedy Drive, and more. During this time, the band also released their music to the UK market for the first time. On March 2, 2010, Family Force 5 were confirmed to be playing the UK leg of the travelling festival, Sonosphere. This was the band's first UK festival appearance. The band also announced 6 UK and Ireland headline dates to coincide with their Sonosphere appearance. In December 2010 the band did their second annual Christmas pageant tour in the United States, with main support from Forever the Sickest Kids. The tour also had a one-off date for a London show, however this was later cancelled due to weather. The band confirmed a third studio album, which was tentatively slated for release in mid-2010. They stated that the third album will have more crunk rock and rock and roll elements similar to Business Up Front Party in the Back. The band released a 3-song preview EP, entitled 3, on April 15, 2011. In an interview with JesusFreakHideout.com, guitarist Chapstick explained that the new album is tentatively titled 3 as well. He also mentioned that some of the tracks that may appear on the album are called Paycheck, Can You Feel It, Get On Outta Here, Not Alone, and Tank Top, and that the album itself would contain more spiritual themes than the EP. In another interview with Alt Press, Soul Glow Activatur also confirmed that the album will be called 3 and revealed a new track title, Crash Down, and claimed that the CD runs the gamut from straight-up electro to a little bit of redneckness. Tooth and Nail Records announced that they would be publishing 3, and revealed the cover and track list on August 9. The album was released on October 18, 2011. The album has received mixed reviews. Critics have praised the album's musical diversity, while criticizing the quality of the lyrics. The band did short spring tour called Tarantula, which ran from April 15 to May 15. Family Force 5 played on the Warped Tour 2011 from July 26 through August 14. EV, the band's 2012 tour was called Rise Up, and was scheduled to run from March through September. It was inspired by Fatty's near-fatal experience, and featured a short film by Isaac Dermits called Vital Sign. The film documented the band's experience during the unexpected illness and how it has affected them long-term. An extended version of the album 3 called EV was announced in April 2012. It was to feature 5 extra songs, 2 new ones and 3 acoustic. Instead, 3V was released as an EP of 6 songs, 2 new ones and 4 acoustic, on May 22, 2012. Reanimated in departure of Solomon Olds, beginning in November 2012, Sol Glow Activatur began hosting his own radio show Phenomenon for Christian radio station NGEN Radio every Friday night at 10 p.m. Several new songs have been debuted during the show including Next Level, Chainsaw, and title track, Phenomenon. The latter 2 have been released as their own EP. Several photos were posted on February 25, 2013 in which the band was shown recording in Tommy Lee's studio, confirming that the band is in the process of writing and recording a new album. On May 3, 2013 the band released a music video for Chainsaw featuring an additional verse from Christian rapper Tedasher, and the same day released this new version of the song as a single. Reanimated, an album featuring both new songs and remixes of older songs, was released on June 18, 2013 to reception ranging from mixed to negative. The band announced on their website on September 23, 2013 that Solomon Olds would be leaving the band to focus on songwriting, remixing, and DJ Phenomenon, but he would still be a behind-the-scenes part of the group. Pictures on the website and Facebook were updated to show the new band lineup. Time Stands Still. On April 30, 2014 the band announced they had signed with Word Entertainment for their 4th studio album, set to release in the year. Their single Let It Be Love was released along with the news. On May 23, 2014, Family Force 5 released their first music video from their upcoming album, BZRK. The song features Christian rapper KB. The band announced that the title of the upcoming album would be Time Stands Still, along with its artwork on May 26, 2014. On May 27, 2014 the band released the album for pre-order on iTunes. The band was part of the Winter Jam Tour 2015 in the central and eastern parts of the United States. They will also be part of the Winter Jam Tour 2015 West Coast. Other projects: the band contributed a song to the Alice in Wonderland soundtrack, called Topsy Turvy. The song did not make the standard soundtrack, but it is one of 3 bonus songs on the special Hot Topic edition of the soundtrack. The song premiered on their MySpace page on February 8. It was released with the Almost Alice on iTunes June 1, 2010. Radiator and Love Addict have been released on the Rock Band Network. Can You Feel It was used in a trailer for the 2012 film Battleship. The band also appeared on the album Punk Goes Pop 3 with their cover version of La Rue's Bulletproof. The album was released on November 2, 2010. The band's song Country Gentleman was used in the advertisements for the movie The Warrior's Way. On December 8, 2010, Rock Sound gave out a free CD with their magazine containing a new version of Love Addict, and a demo of their new song Every Night of the Week. Also in promotion of their new album a clip of Dang Girl was posted on their YouTube channel. On January 25, 2012, they released a new 5-song EP titled Junk in the Trunk which included previously unreleased songs and alternate versions of others. On January 8, 2013, Capital Kings released their self-titled debut album, Capital Kings, featuring Sol Glow Activatur on the Paradigm. Musical style: Family Force 5 has been cited as a crunk rock band, mixing a diverse set of music styles including punk, rap, post-hardcore, R&B, funk, dance, electronica, rap metal and nu metal with positive, party lyrics. Band members: current members, Crouton a Euro-led vocals, drums, Fatty a Euro bass, vocals, Nate Daddy a Euro synthesizer, vocals, percussion, Chapstick a Euro-led guitar, vocals, Hollywood a Euro drums. Former members: Sol Glow Activatur a Euro-led vocals, rhythm guitar, 20 Cent, lead guitar. Timeline. Discography. Studio albums Christmas albums Remix albums Equals EPs equals, The Family EP, Family Force 5 EP Business Upfront, Party in the Back Diamond Edition EP, Dance or Die EP, Keep the Party Alive EP Target Exclusive. 3 EP, Junk in the Trunk EP 3V EP, Crank It Like a Chainsaw EP. Equals singles equals, Cray Button, Chainsaw, Let It Be Love, BZRK, Hold Your Hand. Equals non-album tracks equals, Grandma, Here Comes Santa Claus, Repeat the Sounding Joy, Every Night of the Week, Love Addict. Equals non-album compilations equals, Hip Hop Hits 2008, 2007, What You Gonna Do With It, Goatee, Freaked. A Goatee Tribute to DC Talks Jesus Freak, 2006, Mind's Eye, Goatee, Almost Alice, Songs Inspired by Alice in Wonderland, 2010. Topsy Turvy, Punk Goes Pop 3, 2010, Bulletproof originally recorded by LaRue, Jingle Jam, 2010. Here Comes Santa Claus, and Repeat the Sounding Joy. Equals remixes equals. Awards, GMA Dove Awards. References. External links, official website.